Waffle waffle. Awful waffles.
All right, we're going to rush the start of this show because apparently Nicole's got ants in her pants. She has informed me that we got to go.
On my behalf, I get up way earlier than you do.
So this show is coming out late this week due to Nicole threw her hip out.
I did. And
She's walking around like a crooked old lady.
Oh my God, it hurts so bad.
And I was too hungover. Mm-hmm. So there you go. Mark drank too much. Nicole's back is out. Welcome to this week's episode of the Awful Waffles podcast with the aforementioned Mark and
Nicole.
Yeah, here we are. We're back. We're late, but we're doing it. And I'm trying to get my goddamn iPod or my iPad to stop.
Do people still have iPods?
That's a good question. I don't know. I had
an iPod Mini. Remember?
I bought it for you. Yeah. I don't know if there's still a point in having an iPod if you have an iPhone.
Do people still have CDs?
Yeah, people still have CDs. Yeah.
Like, is it a thing? Like, I gotta go buy a CD.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, bands still put out CDs.
Right.
I haven't personally purchased a CD in I don't know how long. I actually physically purchase more vinyl probably than anything.
Yeah, but you like that as like a collector.
Yeah, no, it's for the art and the collector. So getting back on track here.
Oh, sorry.
Back with Nicole. She's trying to throw me off my game here.
No, it just comes to my head, these questions. So
okay.
I asked them.
All right. Well, I got a couple questions for you.
I mean, I can...
Coming up.
Oh,
right now.
So I have to wait to
yeah, you
talk.
need to cool your jets there, skidster.
No talking.
All right, real quick, Nicole, you are a big sleep talker.
I am.
Okay. So... I've been meaning to do this for a while.
What?
It's a new little segment. It's called Nicole, what she says in her sleep. Nicole the Sleep Talker. So, last night, actually, I got home, played a little Skyrim, having some issues with some of my mannequins in my homes, keeping armor on properly, so I was up a little bit too late, but I went to bed. And Nicole rolls over to me, and she starts babbling.
What'd I say?
Well, first you asked me, you go, Mark... how's your back? And I go, honey, my back's fine, thank you. My back's good. I'm going to bed. You go, okay. And you go, endless nights.
What?
And I said, what? And then you go, raccoon.
I did not.
I immediately started to laugh, and I had to grab my phone and write it down. Just because of the way, like, the inflection, endless nights. And then you do, like, a dramatic pause, and you go, raccoon.
I did not.
Like, what the fuck is she doing?
I don't know. I didn't have any
like,
dreams.
what goes on in your head? I almost don't want to know. Like, I don't.
You probably don't.
No, I don't. I'm nervous.
It's probably crazy.
It's probably pretty nuts.
I didn't remember my dream last night. I did the night before. I had 2 nightmares.
Yeah, you said you had 2 nightmares, yeah.
But,
you've had nightmares actually that have been bad enough that you've woke up crying.
I know.
And you're like, it's not good, Mark. It's not good.
I know. They're
I'm like,
scary.
honey, I'm sorry, but, I mean, they're only dreams. Like,
I think it might be stress. Think it's stress?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're heading down the barrel of the stress-filled season here, so, you know. Yeah, you know, it could be stress. I don't really have bad dreams when I get stressed. I just don't sleep. And I crave cigarettes. Crave cigarettes, and I don't sleep. And I tend to drink too much coffee. What do you do when you're stressed?
I get kind of bitchy.
Nah.
My bitchy's not that bad,
really.
though.
I mean, your level of bitchy is not, like... At least towards me, it's not really that bad.
It's not really that bad.
I'm more bitchier than you are by a long shot.
Yeah, I'm not bitchy at all.
Yeah, no, not really.
No. So I maybe get a little bitchy. I gotta go. I get antsy. Like...
As we do when you get stressed, you have to get up and you have to go.
I have to go. I have to clean.
Like, oh, Marky, and then you tell me the 15 plans you have for the day.
Yeah.
I said, honey, you go do those. I'm going to be here.
Yeah, so I get nervous energy.
Yeah, you got to get up and go.
I got to get up and go. So that's probably what I do the most.
Hey, if it helps.
Like when I talk on the phone, I clean.
Yeah.
But I don't ever talk on the phone.
No, not really. No.
Because I'm a cat.
Because you're a cat? Nice long yawn pause because you're a cat. Nice.
I'm a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, we were at a Christmas party where I may have drank too many beers and was unable to record the podcast on Sunday. And Nicole informed everyone that she was a cat.
Yeah, like I've talked to you about being a cat, though. I'm a cat.
You've talked in this podcast about it before that you're a cat. I am going to say that we need a fucking dog soon.
I'm a cat.
We need to balance this cat bullshit out. Sparkles is cool. Sparkles is great. I love her. She's a phenomenal cat, except when she's yelling at me downstairs.
She wakes me up yelling at me.
We need to get a dog presence.
Yeah.
We need the presence of a dog.
Yeah. We can't do it right now.
Not now, but this year, I think 2018 is going to be the year of the return of the dog. I think so.
All right.
So,
wow.
It's going to happen.
We'll have to discuss more in depth into that at a later time.
Oh, great. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so...
All right, raccoon.
Got some stuff for you here.
Come on.
Are you seriously... Are we going to talk and sit and have a conversation? You're just going to rush me the entire time?
No, I said,
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Is that kind of like our whole life that you do to me? Rush me. Don't give me options.
Yeah, I do give you options, and I don't rush you.
You don't let me pick out cheese. Holding that son of a bitchin' card for 15 years.
You've been holding on to that argument that we had in Walmart over cheese now. All for probably how many years now?
10. As old as your nephew is, as long as we've been together.
Okay, yeah. So for 10 years, we had this argument 10 years ago in Walmart about cheese. And my whole thing was just get the fucking cheese you want to get.
Well, I needed to look.
Okay, and just look and get it. Like, it's not your choice of cheese, okay?
I have like 5 choices of cheese.
Okay, but here...
Then let's break that into subdivisions to 5 different brands of cheese. And then let's break it up to 5 different sizes of cheese. So sometimes it may take more than like... I don't already have like in my head, I need to look.
The argument, as I remember it, is that I was like, stop asking me about cheese and just get the cheese you want to get. Like, don't include me in this insanity. Just if you're like, look at Marky, I got a wide selection of cheese that I need some time to think about. You know what? Cool. You do that. You can't bring me into a 20-minute conversation about Swiss, provolone, American. Like, that's, you have to handle that. I can't do that.
Those aren't decisions that
No,
work.
because I would go, okay, American. Like, I would make it easy on myself. I'd say, I'm going to put that in eggs. I'm going to make sandwiches.
See? But I'm never going to put in eggs because I hate eggs.
Okay.
And sandwiches, it's not my favorite cheese sandwich.
Okay. So just get a cheese that you like for the sandwich.
So I needed to make options, Mark. Check
okay,
it out.
And you can make those options, but I'm asking you politely. This is why the argument started 7 years ago.
10
years ago. Don't include me in this insanity. Just do it. Just do what you got to do.
But I wanted to talk it out with you.
You don't.
Why?
Don't, because it's cheese, man. That's why.
No,
it's cheese.
No decision.
It's like when I say it's like when I say, where do you want to go to eat? And you're like, I don't know, just get whatever. I'm like, okay, let's go to
I don't really
Chinese.
do that because I will tell you I don't want Chinese. So
when you ask me, like, well, what do you want for dinner? I'm like...
What do you want for dinner?
Yeah, and then I say, okay, well, like,
but you
what
say
are the
tacos.
Options? Because it's easy
Every
and
night.
easy to eat. That's fine. It's my...
You're
asking. I'm telling you, at least.
Okay. Anyways, so Mark doesn't like to help me pick out cheese because he's a fucker.
No, I just don't want to get stuck in these insane loop conversations. I can't sit and talk about cheese in the middle of Walmart for 20 minutes.
It's in my brain, man.
I'm not
it's
built.
in my needless to say, I go grocery shopping alone.
I'm not built for that type of thing. I'm built for many things in life. Cheese selection is not one of them. I'm sorry.
I'm smelling a
like, oh yeah, geez, honey, why don't you just get the Gouda? Like, I'm sorry, I can't. I appreciate. Listen, I fully appreciate your ability to even contemplate something for that long, as minuscule as cheese. I appreciate that. That shows attention to detail and a certain patience that I don't possess. It's your strong suit.
We have patience on different spectrum. Of patience.
That's not my strong suit.
Yeah. Well, I won't wait in line.
No, you won't. You get
I would spend 20 minutes looking at cheese and then get up there and be like, fuck this shit. I gotta
exactly.
go.
You'd fucking toss the cheese. Exactly.
I'd leave the whole cart.
All right. So last episode I did say that we were going to do, I threatened to do an entire Krampus episode. And I know there's a couple of people out there that were stoked on it. Whole Krampus episode. But here's the problem with the whole Krampus episode.
I'll shut down.
You are not going to be able to make it through this. You're going to shut down.
I'll start looking at my
You're going to
phone.
start looking at your phone. Yeah. But luckily, I had managed to hit a middle ground here. Actually, we had a link from a listener of ours, Mr. Chris Ball. Chris, what's happening, my dude? He sent us a cool link from bloodydisgusting.com. And this is 5 absolutely terrifying Christmas legends. So we're not getting this one Christmas legend. We're getting 5.
They're all scary.
Yes, these are all scary. Are you prepared for number 1?
Yes.
Krampus.
All right.
Krampus has entered, and this article is, I'm citing it right now, was from bloodydisgusting.com. I don't have the author. The author is Trace Thurman. So Krampus has entered the popular culture thanks to films like Michael Daughtry's Krampus, which we're going to be watching this Christmas Eve.
Watched?
Yeah, that's one we're going to be watching again this year because it's our new holiday tradition.
Oh, man.
But that wasn't always the case. According to legend, Krampus, whose name comes from the German word for claw, oh, that's so cool, is a half-goat, half-demon with cloven hooves and a long tongue who would visit the houses of naughty children. While there, he would beat them with birch branches or a whip before taking them back to his lair to live forever.
Oh, my God.
While there, he would beat them and torture them some more. If that doesn't put you in the holiday spirit, I don't know what will. So the thing with Krampus, and actually here's a pretty cool Krampus picture. Like that.
That's fucking terrible.
Terrifying. He's the anti-Santa Claus. So, like, the whole thing with Santa is you're like, you got to be good for goodness sakes, or, don't be on the naughty list, or you're going to get a bunch of coal. Well, back in the day, they were like, hey, you better behave, or Krampus is going to come and whip you and bring you to hell.
That's terribly scary.
Well, those were different times. People were harder back then.
They ate white bread.
They could you imagine the bread from this era of Germany?
So I mean, like,
it was probably stones. It was fucking stones in a loaf, and they're like, here, enjoy some fucking delicious bread.
That's scary.
But that's hard. That's a hard people.
It is. It's scary.
Where their tradition is like, you don't behave, this half-goat, half-demon comes, tortures you, and brings you to hell. Respect.
Yeah.
That's why people back then
I don't know if I respect it, but
they were hard people. Okay, number 2.
it scares the fuck out of me.
Belsnickel.
Belsnickel?
Belsnickel.
It's like a nickname for me.
While many of you may know Belsnickel because of The Office, his origins actually go way back to the early 1800s. Belsnickel is a cantankerous old man who would deliver cakes, candies, and nuts to the good children and whip the bad children with a switch on Christmas Eve.
Cantankerous? What does that word mean?
Cantankerous. Like you're a cantankerous old man.
I've never even heard of that word.
You're like, I'm Nicole. Like when you're going to be old, you're going to be, actually, no, you're not. I'm going to be the one that's cantankerous. I'm going to be all grumpy and cantankerous.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to be happy. Watch, it'll be opposite. You'll be all super happy and I'll be bitchy.
Probably. Okay, number 3. Perchta. Perchta is a dual-gendered spirit who may appear either as a beautiful woman or a haggard crone. She would visit homes for the 12 days of Christmas and determine, like so many of the other characters in this list, whether or not the children had behaved all year. If they had, she would leave them a silver coin. If they hadn't, she would slit their bellies open, remove their guts, and stuff the hole with straw and pebbles.
Oh my God!
That's fucking intense.
Where's that from?
I'm sure many children dreaded December for fear of receiving a visit from Perchta. I don't know where that's from, actually.
That's really scary.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's totally fucking scary.
Yeah. Like, be good or
you get
or this dual-gendered
like
spirit's going to show up, judge you, and if you're wrong, she's going to remove your intestines and stuff you with pebbles.
Oh, my God.
Merry Christmas, Meredith. All right, number 4 is...
That's terrible.
Grilla. Originating in Iceland, Grilla, and my pronunciation for this stuff is terrible. I'm not very good with English pronunciation, and these are clearly, foreign words. So, or it might be Gryla because it hasn't.
I have no idea what you're vegetable talking about.
Yes, I say vegetable. Sometimes weird, okay? And you had to ask me how to spell taco. So there you go. All right, and you're the one that's in fucking college, so figure that one out. Originating in Iceland, Gryla is a giantess who is able to sense misbehaving children all year round. She keeps a record of those children and eats them as a snack during Christmas time.
Oh my God.
As you can see in the image below, it wasn't the cleanest meal, though she would frequently make a stew with the naughty children. Fun fact, in later years, the legend had her being the mother of the Yule Lads, mischievous creatures who play pranks on townspeople. Here, and this is fucking terrifying, here is Gryla. eating a infant, just taking a bite. That's a pretty intense painting.
Oh my god!
That painting says "Merry Christmas" right there.
Oh my god!
Okay, number 5, rounding the list off here, we got Knitch Ruprecht. Knitch Ruprecht has been mentioned as the companion of Saint Nicholas, but he would go from house to house and ask children to pray. If they did, he would give them a treat: apples, nuts, stuff like that. But if they didn't, he would give them useless trinkets, coals, sticks, etc. The worst would come if they refused to even try to pray. He would beat them with his bag of ashes that he liked to carry around. It is even said that he would leave a switch for the parents to beat them with during the year. Can you imagine that? The guy's pray. And you're like, nah, sorry, Krupnich, I ain't going to pray. And he's like, oh, yeah? And you're a kid. You're like 8. He beats you with a bag of ashes. He goes to your parents. He's like, hey, this is for your kid during the year.
What do you think? What kind of ashes do you think they are? Like fire? From fire?
I'm assuming probably from a chimney. Maybe he had a bag of ashes from like a chimney.
All right.
So.
Those are really scary.
So which one was your favorite one, Nick?
Which one scared me the most? Probably that lady who ate the babies.
Gryla, the giantess.
The baby eater.
Okay, yeah.
I think cannibalism's pretty scary.
You think cannibalism is?
Yeah.
Really?
People eating?
Yeah, well, I mean, clearly it's not. I mean, it's scary. I think it's a little more taboo, but.
What do you mean, to kill people? It's scary to be eaten by a person.
Okay.
Like, that would be scary. Like, I'm going to eat you. That's scary.
Like someone just, like, literally takes your arm and,
they're like, I'm
bites
hungry,
you.
and then...
Well, I think most cannibalism is normally performed after, like, a
I'm
murder.
dead.
Yeah.
So they're going to kill me and then
But you're
eat
saying
me.
this is scary because, like, this baby was alive while this giant was eating it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Like Attack on Titan. Like when the Titans grab people and eat them. It's scary.
I don't know what that is.
The anime that I watched that you hate.
Okay, that would explain a lot.
Guess I would. Okay, so cannibalism on your list. Let's do a list of Christmas fears. Cannibalism.
Christmas fears?
Christmas fears.
Like things that scare me during Christmas time?
Cannibalism. I can do it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not normally afraid of cannibalism until I read that.
Well, because it's Christmas time and the Gryla's floating around.
Yeah, before that I
What if she shows up and she's like, Nicole, you have been fucking up for years, and she just takes a bite.
She'd be pretty full after that meal.
What are you insinuating?
I got good jokes for days.
Oh, God. Anyway.
So, but what is scariest to you?
Christmas fears, losing power. Like in the house. Like,
oh.
Yeah, because it's super cold out. It's always a fear of mine in the winter, but especially like around like Christmas time. Just because, well, I guess maybe it's not really a Christmas fear. I guess maybe it's more like a winter fear. But losing power is always my big fear, especially in the winter, just because it's so cold out. It's
My winter fear is driving.
Driving?
But I commute
Where
far.
do you put cannibalism on that list? Nowhere?
I mean, as a real fear?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'd put it in my criminal minds fear, so
Okay.
it could be real.
Like Christmas murder?
Yeah, but I'm always
Christmas
kind of nervous that someone's going to
break-ins
murder
are
me.
always kind of
Yeah, I've decided we don't have a blind in our backyard in our kitchen window.
Okay.
And I've decided that we need it because the other day I woke up and I wake up a good couple hours before you do, and it's still dark out. And I look, and the swings are going, and I was like, damn, if I look out there and I saw somebody swinging on her swings, I'd, like, shit my pants.
Like in our backyard?
Yeah, because then they'd probably want to kill me.
like
In our neighborhood,
an
it's
adult
not
or a kid.
either or. There's no, if there was a kid out there,
We would know if there's a kid in our backyard. We would know. What time is this horror scenario happening? Because I'm kind of formulating in my mind right now.
like 4 a.m.
Oh, well, yeah, no, that's like a demon or something. That's
That's
come
what I'm
for you.
talking about. Or
It's like Gryla.
Or somebody's like, they're tricksters. They put the kid there as bait to kill me.
Okay, so they put the kid in the backyard. Okay, so here we go. This is Christmas murder scenario.
So they're going to kill me.
Christmas Eve night. The murderer for Nicole has somehow a kid that's complicit in this. Puts the kid out in the backyard. Nicole gets up for a nice cup of hot cocoa in the middle of the night because she likes to drink cocoa.
I do
And
not.
she comes into the kitchen and the lights on and she's sipping her cocoa and she looks out and she sees a child
I know, and then I'd have to go see if it was
that's
okay.
out there. and then you go out and you're like, oh my God, it's Christmas Eve and you're on a swing and you're all alone, and then
Exactly.
the dude jumps out and he's got like some sweet fucking like.
I love that you call the sweet sword that's going to kill me
Yeah,
sweet.
well,
like
I'm
going to miss my wife, but
no murderer carries a sword. It has
how
to be
do you
like,
know? What if they want to fillet me?
It could be like an axe. No, axes are
It's
too.
still swordish.
And there is a Christmas horror movie with a Santa Claus that he uses an axe to chop a family up.
Oh
It's a good movie. I think it's called Silent Night, actually. Okay.
So yeah, so like, I love that you called the sword that's going to kill me sweet. Like, my eulogy. I loved my wife. She was fantastic.
She was
great.
killed by a sweet sword.
That fucking sweet sword that got her. I'm like, really?
Well, I mean, if you gotta
Did
go.
you see that? It was sweet, and she's dead.
Are you really concerned about like people trying to kill you though, or is this because of the shows that you watch? I'd be more afraid of dying in like a freak auto accident.
Sometimes I stress about that too, but
like somebody actually plotting to murder me, like not to be rude, but you don't know many people, like so you're not offending a large group.
yeah, no, I think this is a random act. It's not like a plan.
So someone just randomly
it's not
picks you?
against my personality. It's a random act of violence towards me.
Like a Ted Bundy scenario?
Mm-hmm. Like,
okay.
Like the time I was watching Too Much Criminal Minds. I don't know if have I talked about this before?
I think you have, yeah. Can you just adjust your mic a little bit there?
To where?
Thank you.
To right here?
Perfect.
Then
yeah.
I can't see your face.
Okay, well, you just if you adjust, you can look over. There you go.
I feel
Or
like
you can see
Wilson
the
from
camera.
Home Improvement.
There you go.
I'm Nick. But I'm always afraid that, like, people could kill me. I could get pushed in an elevator, taken out. Somebody could kill me.
Okay. So you just have like a natural, like, disposition toward... Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of like... It's survival. You're trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
In a world, apparently, where you think that people are trying to kill you. It's just weird.
Hey.
Look,
Nobody thinks it's going to happen to them until it does. And then everyone's going to be like, damn, that bitch has been talking about that for years.
Okay. It's true. We have podcast evidence that you've been talking about possibly getting killed.
Yeah. But
Okay.
this is probably a good 10, 15 years before this, too.
Okay. Well, it's a legitimate fear. It happens.
It is. But I also get random fears of, like, sliding into ice or...
I guess car accidents are kind of like a random thing that I have. Where
Sometimes
I'm like,
I try not to think about it too much so that I commute 45 minutes away.
Right. But those roads are actually safer than inner city driving.
Yeah, they probably are until the people are going 85 right in my ass, flashing their lights at me, and it's snowing.
Even then, those roads are probably still safer. You have less of a chance of an accident on something like that than you do in the city.
What city? Our city?
Yeah, totally.
Auburn?
You have a way more chance of an accident in a city than you do like
Not
on a
our
highway.
city.
I've only ever gotten in accidents in this city. I've never had them any place.
The other day when I was young,
No interstate travel ever.
When school was still out, there was something like, what was it? 75 accidents in like a 3-hour period.
Oh, okay, but that was like freak weather related.
That's the shit I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. Okay.
That I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm glad that you called yourself out on that because Jesus, that's what I have to listen to. Okay, I got a story for you.
Oh, Jesus, that's what I gotta listen to.
Are you ready for the story? We're getting out of Christmas.
Okay.
Pizza Hut customer asks for a joke. The punchline got the employee fired.
Oh, no.
Are you ready for this? Here we go. Pizza Hut employee in Stafford, Virginia is out of a job over a customer's special request. The customer, who was not named, said her 2 sons, both ages 12 and 15, asked for a joke to be written on the pizza box. When they placed the order online, WJLA, the ABC station in Washington, has reported. The joke went over like a meat lover's pizza at a veggie lover's party. That's a terrible fucking line there, Huffington Post.
I liked it.
Ugh, you would. Here's a good joke. Ready? What do a pizza delivery driver and a gynecologist have in common?
What?
WJA did not repeat the answer, saying it was too crude, but reporters shared the image of the pizza box, and it says they both have to smell it, but neither get to eat it.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Wow. I wonder how old that person was.
Oh, Jesus, that's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
So, The customer was irate. It's an inappropriate joke. There's a time and a place for everything, the customer told the station. My pizza box is not one of them. It's a lesson learned. The employee called to apologize, and the customer said she hoped the worker wouldn't be fired. But the delivery driver was given the boot anyway. Not everyone agrees with the pizza chain eatery's decision. Several people have taken to the restaurant's Facebook page to demand #Justice for Pizza Girl. Shame on you, Pizza Hut, for firing someone for doing what the customer asked. One wrote, I ordered Papa John's tonight instead of getting pizza from your store. Wrote another. So there is some pizza outrage over the joke. So what do you think? You deliver a pizza and you're like, hey, write a joke.
I think the joke is hilarious.
I think the joke, if I got that pizza, I would fucking tip that girl extra and give her a fucking hug.
If you got that pizza, it would be hilarious. If my 11-year-old got that pizza, it would not be hilarious. But it's also kind of obnoxious to ask them to do that, too.
I think that was kind of the argument. It was like, you asked for it.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't... Now, granted, if you were like... If you wrote in there, like, can you put a joke on here, like, I got, like, make it kid-friendly or something, Yeah,
but I don't think that that's, like, part of their job description. And I'm not, like, above, like... I'm not the kind of person that's like, it's not in my job description. But I think that's, like... A judgment call, and a 22-year-old person is not going to see why that's not as appropriate.
Right.
And they don't really know that they're 10-year-olds.
I mean, I guess maybe the other argument is that, like, if somebody does do that, you probably shouldn't do that joke.
No.
Because that's like...
But it is hilarious, but I totally get it. I think that they're all kind of a little bit wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think the girl needed to get fired over it.
I don't. She did. That was a really inappropriate joke.
Okay, if I was her manager, I wouldn't fire her. But
if our kids got that pizza box,
the customer, oh my god, I would fucking die.
Yeah,
I would not tell you about it.
No, because I would be furious.
Just open it up and it says "Hickory Dickory Dock," and it gives you a bunch of Dandrudice Clay lines. What's in the bowl, bitch? Oh,
I find him
big-titted animal.
So annoying.
You love Dandrudice Clay.
Not at all. He's super obnoxious.
Anyway, Dandrudice Clay aside. So, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I thought that was hilarious. I mean, but, again, where's the, if you're ordering it and you're placing it, I guess maybe you should probably be like, I probably shouldn't do this joke.
Yeah.
Or do like the one, there once was a man from Nantucket. You don't want to write that on there.
I know, and then draw, like, what to do.
His boob was so long he could suck it.
And have, like, an actual penis drawn on.
Somebody drew it out like a stick figure.
Yeah. Boop.
That'd be hilarious. Okay, so let's say that somebody told you, write a joke on a pizza box, what would it be?
2 pretzels were walking down the street. One got assaulted.
Oh, man.
I
really?
love that joke. Yeah.
Wow.
That's like one of my favorite jokes in the whole world.
All right.
It's hilarious. Think about it. 2 pretzels. I always imagine them to be soft pretzels because I do.
How does soft pretzel walk?
Well, with its little pretzel legs.
It's little pretzel legs.
But it could be a hard pretzel, too. But it would have to be a stick.
Okay.
Walking. And then you have 2 other little pretzels, the mini pretzels, as its legs and arms. So it's one of the big rods with 2 sticks.
Okay, so it's all pretzel.
Yeah, that one could work, too.
So
but in my head, it's always been like
one got assaulted.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But it would be a lot more than 2 because it'd be, 4, 5 per pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
5 walkers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think on, and all I can think of is Andrew Dice Clay. Or I would write out that Sam Kenneth. I would write out like a Sam Kennison joke. Yeah. I would like look it up and like write it out. With all the act outs and everything in there.
Oh yeah.
All the screaming, the ow, ow, ow. I'd have to do that.
I don't really think that you're that funny.
But you've never thought that I'm funny ever. I'm
not particularly.
Even
funny.
with my great dark sense of humor, you don't think it's funny.
You don't think I'm funny? I'm fun. I'm not funny.
I think you're funny. You do plenty of funny things.
I got good jokes.
You need to give in that mic.
I'm trying.
Well, if you're going to stand up to stretch your hip, just at least try to keep your face in the microphone.
Okay. It was really good all day.
All right.
It didn't hurt.
Okay. Do you have anything that you wanted to discuss before we sign off this evening?
Not really. Do you? I talked about Let's see. I don't think I talked about anything, did I? Just random.
No, not really.
I have.
I'm just trying to keep these goddamn train on this track.
What train?
That's all I'm doing.
Of me?
This train. This awful waffle train. I'm to keep on track. I'm the conductor. Toot, toot.
Will you get a hat?
Do I get a hat? No.
Why?
I don't get a hat.
Will you get one? And when it's time to podcast, you can put the hat on.
Oh, I have a podcast hat? Oh, boy. Here, Nicole, it's time to podcast.
You get your podcast hat.
Oh, boy. No.
So you got to make your
Podcast
announcement because we can no longer name drop.
What do you mean?
About the EMB.
The EMB?
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't going to announce it on the podcast just yet.
Oh, our podcast?
No, I'll talk about it.
I was going to say, it's been everywhere.
Yeah, no, this week on the Earth's Mightiest Bastards Facebook page, I posted up that the next episode that we're going to be doing will be the last episode of the Earth's Mightiest Bastards podcast. Now, caveat to this. This only goes for the audio portion of the Earth's Mightiest Bastards.
Audio only.
We're going to be continuing to do our YouTube channel, which is available at youtube.com/EMBpods. We're going to be doing all of our reactions and stuff there. So the audio portion will end, the videos will continue, and we will probably, hopefully, have the technology figured out for like YouTube live streaming, hopefully like in the end of January. So, yeah, just the audio is going to end, but we are working on another project.
What is it called?
The new project? I can't let that out of the bag yet. I've told a couple people about it, like 4 people. But,
4? Am
yeah,
I
like
one
4
of them?
people. Huh?
Am I included in that 4, or am I 4 plus me?
Let me think. Chris? No, I didn't count you, so 5.
So 5.
Yeah.
That's it?
Well, I mean, Chris and Rob, too. So there's 2 more.
I think I told Jason.
You're letting the cat out of the bag early. I'm trying to keep...
I didn't know it was a secret.
It's a secret. I'm trying to keep the secret small because we're all super stoked on this new project and we want to come out of the gate like, hey, here's a new thing.
But I love you so much, but I think I fucked up the name, so I think I told him the wrong thing.
Okay, good. I love you so much, but when you do it, I don't care about and I don't pay attention, so I maybe give him the wrong name.
I do, but I don't know a lot about the same things you know about.
Right.
So... I got the end of it right. I messed up the beginning of it. Okay. I know that.
Probably.
I know I did. Because I said, I don't know. It's something this. But it's not because I do care. It's just I'm
No, I get it. It's cool. I understand. I don't expect you to,
look at cheese for 5 hours.
That's, honey, that's where I just cannot help you out in this relationship. That's something you have to deal with. So anyway, be sure to listen to the last episode of the Earth's Mightiest Bastards. We're going to be recording it this Friday. I'm not sure what we're going to eat. We're probably just going to talk about the transition that we're going to be making into a new project.
Maybe we talk about Star Wars.
We might. I'm not sure. But yeah, Star Wars came out.
Yeah. Now, when do you feel like it's okay to talk about it?
Oh, definitely not yet.
Really?
And the internet is fucking ablaze. There is just mad nerds everywhere.
Because
people are so pissed.
Do you want to hear my theory on it?
Sure.
I feel that the people who really wanted to see it and would be mad about spoilers have already seen it. Possibly, yes. But it's kind of like, did you hear about that guy who didn't come out of his house to find out who won the election for ever? I think it was even after the president was inaugurated. It may have been embellished a little bit, though. How do you know? Could have been. Was it true? I think I remember reading about this. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not fake news. I don't think it is fake news. It's fake news. I think that it really happened. I'd like to believe this guy because I think that he's probably really. Imagine that world where you're just not dealing with that stress. I know, that's what I mean. I'm really proud of that dude. He doesn't have to endure the rest of the shit the world has to because he doesn't know. Yeah. No, I kind of envy that. So he's like, fake news. I don't fucking know about fake news. He doesn't know about fake news, no. He's like, this happened. I don't know about this. He doesn't know about China. He doesn't know about any... Tremendous. It's tremendous. Yeah, he doesn't have to deal with any of that shit. He totally denies it. Yeah, he completely... It's fantastic, great. Super totally denies it. I'm the best. Totally the best ever. Sometimes the way he talks, greatness. It's almost like... It's like you can tell he's trying his, and it's weird because he's not he's a decent public speaker, but he's like, and it's bad. Oh yeah, no, it's real bad. He ruins his point in his speech by trying to add tags to everything, like he's a comedian.
And it's so weird to watch because it's like it's almost like cringeworthy. It's just like, dude, just say what you're gonna say.
Almost. Oh, we can't.
And don't go like it's magnificent. It's the best. It's the biggest in the world ever.
And
like,
he's clearly not talking about his dick.
Wow.
I can't believe I said that out loud.
That's not getting caught. That stays in. No.
This is supposed to be anti-political.
But that's okay. But what we're talking about is not necessarily political. We're not discussing the tax plan. We're not discussing anything like that. We're just talking about the president, who just happens to be not the most popular president in the world in this household. Other households, he may be completely acceptable, which is fine.
It is fine.
We all have different thoughts on this process.
Because it's not fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine.
No, it's totally fine. Woo! We have to... Hold on, I need to get a beer.
It's fine. It's not fine. I threw you.
All right, so I got one more thing. I got one more thing to lead us out on.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Hold on. The fridge opened up. Son of a bitch. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I had to get a beer. Okay, so Sunday, there's an article in the New York Times. Mm-hmm. I don't have the article in front of me at the moment. I could probably dig it up if I had to, but the gist of it is that in 2004 there was some Navy pilots that saw an unidentified flying object in the sky.
Oh, I saw you tweeted about it.
Yeah, and they had they had video of it, and the video is kind of interesting because clearly these are Navy pilots, so these dudes, they're fucking pilots, so they know their shit. It's not me in the airplane going, "Oh, geez, Nicole, what's that?" So they see this object and they track it, and it does some interesting maneuvers, and they're not really sure what it is. So the New York Times comes out, and they basically have this whole article about UFO disclosure. The government did different government programs, tracking UFOs and whatnot. And it actually seems pretty legitimate. It actually seems like it's kind of legit. Like there are clearly things in the sky that the government doesn't know what they are, and they're trying to research them and track them. So, I really do want to jump to aliens because it just seems like it's what we need right now.
Aliens?
Yeah, I think right now an alien invasion of some sort might actually help us put everything aside and be like, red, blue, religious, whatever. I'm liberal. You're conservative. Guess what? There's fucking 10-foot lizard men that just showed up. That would actually probably be the best thing.
Who has tonight said, I hope aliens come to eat us.
I didn't say eat. But there was a quote, and I'm not going to remember it, and it was from Ronald Reagan. And he basically, the gist of it was, imagine how petty our differences would be if we faced an alien threat.
He said that?
Yeah, Ronald Reagan did back in the day. And, of course, people were like, he's fucking Reagan knows there's aliens, dude. They're coming to fucking get us, bro. Oh, my God, bro. But, anyway.
I don't think aliens would come and get us. There's no reason for them to kill us.
What do you mean?
I just don't think that that's what they would do.
You don't think that? Well, there's an argument there. Imagine if we found, what do we generally do when we find something?
Yeah, we'd probably poke it.
Yeah, we'd probably try to kill it or fuck it. Really. One of the two.
Probably both.
Probably kill it, then fuck it, yeah.
Marc's a cannibal.
I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat an alien. So anyway, back to my point. In closing thought, and I was thinking about this today. Let's rewind back to when we got married in 2009, okay? And you tell me, Marc, in the future, in 2017, Donald Trump will be president. Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 has launched a UFO... A pro-UFO company hell-bent on, or not hell-bent, but, helping expose the UFO phenomenon to the public. And the New York Times publishes an article about this incident in 2004 where these Navy dudes saw a UFO.
So a lot of it's UFO.
Just imagine that.
All the UFO conversation I'd had back in 2009. Those are my UFO years.
Well, I'm just saying that it's just kind of weird that, we got Donald Trump for a president. Depending on how you think things are going, they might be going bad. Tom DeLonge loses his mind, dude from Blink-182. All the small things. The lead singer? Yeah, dude, Tom DeLonge. I don't know if he was the lead singer or not, but he was in the band. Kind of loses his mind, goes off on this thing, has this UFO discovery project.
So you think all three of them are connected?
I just think I don't know if it's necessarily connected, but I just think it's a fucking weird time to be an American.
So you think they're all connected?
It's just there's some people saying that it's a.
Do you think that Trump's an alien?
Get in the mic, please. Do I think that Trump's an alien?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Some people are speculating that it's some sort of distraction. But the funny part about it is that nobody gives a shit. Like, this news came out on Sunday and literally no one's cared. Yeah. Like, there's legit evidence of a flying saucer in the sky and people are just kind of like, you know.
I don't really believe it.
They're more concerned about Omarosa leaving the fucking White House than they worry about this story.
Yeah.
Just saying, this could be the precipice. What if 2018 is the year that aliens come to see us?
They probably have already come.
Okay, but let's just say that we discover them or that they're known. What's your stance? You pro-alien, you anti-alien?
As long as they're not trying to eat me, I'd be all right.
Okay, so they're gonna come down and they're just gonna be like, we're gonna here to cohabitate
and just be friends. And
there's no
like
cool.
crazy sci-fi movie where they end up sucking my brain out and eating me and stuff.
Are they gonna suck my brain out through my asshole? Well, yes, they are, Nicole.
But then yes, I would be fine with it. As long as I would be fine. It's
culturally, how do you think that would affect America and just the world in general? And all of a sudden, we are not the only people in the galaxy. This other culture shows up, and they're like, hey, we're the Click-Clocks, and we're here to fucking hang out, and we're cool. They're like space Buddhas. They're like super zen, super cool, not violent,
then I think it'd be
really
fine.
chill.
I think it'd be fine. I think that it might take a minute because everything takes a second because we're not normally anything different. It takes a second for everybody to adjust.
I don't know if we'd be able to handle it, though.
I would hope so because... Really, I would hope so.
A good portion of this country couldn't handle the fact that Barack Obama was our president. Do you really think that if this peaceful space race shows up and they're like, hey guys, we're cool, do you really think they're going to be okay with it?
I would hope.
That's what kind of makes me nervous.
I would hope that, like, they would be okay with it.
I don't know, man.
Acceptance, man. We're all different.
Have you seen parts of this country?
We're not getting political. That note, I spoke too much tonight about my politics. Adios.
You've managed to talk off mic most of the goddamn show. Okay, well, I get it, but you need to stay in the mic. Anyway.
Can you not hear me? Is that the problem?
Yes, I'm live monitoring this recording.
Is that what that thing
Yes,
does?
this is why
So
I can
is my
live
voice
monitor.
not going to be, like...
Audible? When I have to go and edit it, you're going off into the background.
So do you just put me louder?
No, I can't.
So what happens? That part of me nobody hears?
No, you're just kind of like off in the distance. I mean, you talked about Donald Trump's dick. You weren't off in the distance.
Oh my God, you got to cut that out.
No, it's not getting cut out. Sorry.
All right. Well, anyway, so I'm going to end the show tonight.
I want to talk more about aliens, but Nicole doesn't want to talk about aliens because she can't handle the truth.
Ay.
The truth is out there, Nicole. The truth is out there. And there you have it. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of the Awful Waffles podcast with Mark.
And Nicole.
Be sure to check us out Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, awfulwafflespodcast.com.
YouTube.
Yep, we're on YouTube. Stitcher Radio. Leave us some reviews on iTunes. They'd be a nice Christmas present from you guys if you could do that. That'd be dope. We'd like to see reviews. We only got a couple. We'd like to kind of get some of them up there a little bit. And send Nicole a message on Facebook asking her to stop speaking of the president. Hey, we'll talk to you soon!
Awful Waffles.